the 16th century. Imagine a time of incredible change, a world on the brink of transformation. It's the age of exploration, with ships sailing to new continents. It's a time of religious upheaval, with the Protestant Reformation shaking the foundations of faith. And, inescapably, it's a century defined by war. Across Europe, the clash of swords and the roar of cannons echo through the years. From the sun-drenched fields of Italy to the storm-tossed waters of the English Channel, conflict is a constant. This isn't just about battles and treaties, it's about the human story, the drama of ambition, rivalry, and the clash of empires. Why so much war? Well, imagine powerful kings driven by ambition and the desire for glory. Picture new ideas challenging old certainties, sparking religious conflicts. Add to that the growing pains of nations, vying for land and resources. It's a recipe for conflict on a grand scale. Let's talk about Italy, a land divided into city-states, each a prize coveted by powerful neighbors. France and Spain, both hungry for power, turn Italy into a battleground. For decades, they clash in a series of conflicts we now call the Italian Wars. These aren't just local squabbles, they draw in armies from across Europe. In the east, another empire flexes its might. The Ottomans, with their fierce janissaries and powerful cannons, push westward. Their rivals, the Habsburgs, rulers of a vast empire stretching across Central Europe. The clash between these titans is a defining struggle of the century. And what about England? Well, King Henry VIII's break from the Catholic Church isn't just a religious matter. It drags England into a conflict with Spain, a staunch defender of the old faith. The Anglo-Spanish War sees epic naval battles, like the clash of the English fleet against the mighty Spanish Armada. Warfare in the 16th century isn't some medieval melee. It's a time of dramatic change driven by a new force on the battlefield: gunpowder. Cannons, once clumsy and unreliable, are becoming more powerful and accurate. The thunder of their fire can shatter castle walls and decimate enemy formations. The arquebus, an early firearm, is changing the way infantry fights. No longer can heavily armored knights dominate the battlefield. The age of chivalry is fading, replaced by a grimmer, more impersonal kind of warfare. But gunpowder isn't the only change. Armies are getting bigger, requiring complex logistics and organization. The printing press, a new invention, helps spread military ideas and tactics. War, once a relatively simple affair, is becoming a complex and costly endeavor. The 16th century's wars leave deep scars. The constant fighting disrupts trade, devastates farmland, and spreads disease. The financial burden of war forces rulers to raise taxes, squeezing their populations. But war also brings change. It accelerates the rise of centralized states, as rulers build powerful armies and bureaucracies to manage their wars. The need for money fuels the growth of banking and finance, laying the groundwork for future economic transformations. The religious conflicts of the era reshaped the map of Europe. The Protestant Reformation, fueled in part by war, shatters the religious unity of the continent. New ideas about politics and religion emerge from the crucible of conflict. The 16th century is a century of violence and upheaval, but from the ashes of its many wars, a new Europe emerges, forever marked by the conflicts that shaped its destiny.